In our next matchup, we have the Miami Dolphins versus the Buffalo Bills, with the Bills being favored by 6 points and the over-under being 49. The Dolphins are coming off a loss to Arizona. They kind of blew that game because Arizona was down 9 points in the fourth quarter. So, I had the Dolphins as my best bet for that game. So thank you, Dolphins. But the offense looks better with Tua. It just does. Looks better with Tua. They put up over 20 points. And A-Chain looked really good. Tyreek Hill finally went over 70 yards. So this team just looks better with David Tua. I don't know. All those backups, they could just go back on the unemployment line because they were all terrible. So I don't know why the Miami Dolphins even has them on the roster. It's a waste of space. But he looks good. Great. Tua was threw for 234 yards and 1 touchdown, no interceptions, no concussions no concussions either, so that's good. The Dolphins defense is not half bad. They're only allowing 300 yards, 22.4 points a game, which ranks 6th in total defense, so that's pretty good. They're 5th in passing defense, only allowing 176 yards, so that's really great. But they got a pretty bad rush defense. They're allowing 123.7 points on the ground, which is not good because the Bills looked really good with Cook rushing the ball last week. And by the way, this is the same game that Tua got his concussion and he threw 3 interceptions against the Buffalo Bills. So just keep the reminder, this is the game where he got the concussion. Dolphins are 1-9 against the spread in their last 10 games. Eugh. And they lost 8 straight games against the Bills. So this is brutal. And let's talk about the Bills. The Bills, they come off a blowout win against the Seahawks. Not really impressive because I think the Seahawks are a garbage pretending team. They won this game without Amari Cooper doing anything, so that was really nice to see. The big acquisition they traded for, they don't need him at all times. But the offense is humming. They're averaging 336 yards per game, and they scored 28 points as well. So they're almost scoring 29 points a game. Cook is playing well, had a great game last week, over 100 yards. Bills' defense has been pretty solid. They're allowing 328 yards per game. They're allowing 18.3 yards a game, and they're allowing 208 passing yards per game. So not bad. But, big but here with a little caveat, the Bills' best wins are against the Cardinals and Seahawks. And that's not good because the Cardinals are so inconsistent, and the Seahawks, I think, are pretenders. That whole division is full of pretenders, the NFC West. So don't think the Bills, these good defensive numbers are really great. They haven't played the best competition here. And I guess a little, big pump up for them. They get Von Miller back, and Von Miller was only playing like close to 35-40% of the snaps, but he was getting out for the quarterback. So he's rested for 4 games. Probably good for him because he's a bit older. I believe he's 36. So it would be good to get him back. But you know what? All that being said, I've lost a lot of money in the Dolphins this year. I've picked them 3 times to cover. But with this game, I think it's a good game to buy low on the Dolphins. I think right now the Bills a lot of people are jumping on them to win and cover. I think this is the best time to pick up the Dolphins at a high number. Right now, like I said, I see it at 6. I like them at 6, but if you can get the Dolphins at 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, take it. I think the Dolphins put up enough points in this game to stay close with the Bills. I think the Bills win, but I think Miami does enough, and Tua knocks more rust off and looks better, and they keep the game close enough that Miami covers the 6 points, or like I said, try to get the game at 6.5 or even better than that.